Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and since past gameplay, me realized that I have the 3 knight characters all pepped up. I'm going to go after this particular side quest because we get a really nice reward from it. I thought it was either the metal recipe or the mithril recipes or the 10 things in mithril, but then I actually looked at the quest itself and I'm like, oh, that's an even nicer reward. Yes, we get the metal slime shield for this quest. So we're at the Eerie Ire, which is where this quest is done. We may as well rest here. This way we get the... also, we need it to be night. Because there was some hint... actually, the quest name itself mentions night. Yeah, there it is up there. The Infernal Night. Now, I could just get one of those aggro, but I don't want to get into a battle, though, if it's not for with those knights. Because I don't want to lose any one of the 3 being pepped up. So, let's see if we can work our way around to that. You actually can. You have to really work your way around this place. But it is possible. And our prize is going to be the metal slime shield. I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, 2 minutes into the video and I already forget what I've mentioned for the last 2 minutes. Oh, it's going to be another one of those days. Yeah, and we're definitely going to want that because anything that says metal slime tends to be really, really good. And the metal slime shield is no exception, at least as far as I know. Yeah, a little bit of post-commentary spoilers. It's a really good shield. I don't know if we're gonna find a shield that's gonna be better than it or not, because obviously I haven't played through the whole game yet, so I can't say for certain. I would be a little wary of any equipment that we get around this part of the game being like the best equipment for that particular character or for that particular class of equipment. But I mean, it is possible. I don't know, Dragon Warrior isn't as linear about that sort of thing. But usually in the Dragon Quest games, it's like the metal slime equipment and then the whatever Zenithian, Loto, legendary equipment that tends to be like the 2 best classes of equipment in the game. No, Slipweed. In case we need to give someone the slip. These guys weren't here before, were they? Merfolk guys? I don't remember that. Those might be new enemies. I don't know. I don't care. We're not here to fight them. What we are here to fight, yeah, we gotta go this way, and here's our Infernal Armors. Alright. So we'll slash one. Oh, Knight Adherents. That's what they're called, not Infernal Armors. Alright, so let's use Arise. So what this power does is it is going to... This looks really cool. It is going to supercharge Jace's stats. He is really going to go Super Saiyan here. So supercharges stats and leaves him in a pepped up state. So I could use it... I don't want to do that. Let's just... Yeah, we'll go with Falcon Slash. That is some nice damage out there. That's almost 300 damage there. Hey, Rab's pepped up. I could do the Solar Flare now. Which actually wouldn't be the most awful idea. But I see that knight is kind of low, and that one, well, he blocked one of those shots. Let's see if we can finish off the one. Oh, they resist dark. Now, that is something that is starting to concern me because we've had a number of things that resist dark, and dark is kind of Rab's. I mean, he has dark and ice, but it's really dark is the single target, you know, big damage output thing. Is kind of the reason I have him. And I have a feeling, I have a very strong feeling that all of the Spectral Sentinels are going to be resistant to dark, which is going to make that, you know, not as good.
Score one for the good guys!
Alright, we did that. Now we have to go back to Puerto Valor. Let's just... yeah, we can zoom. He can't do anything about us zooming. Although that looks really weird, him stomping, trying to stomp towards us in the background. But he was blocked by invisible plot walls. Or something. So we'll head back here, and we will drop off the quest giver. He was like right by the entrance, so this won't be... And we still have the parade music. We're still going to have the parade. I'm going to heal up, though. I like this parade music. I don't know if I've mentioned that or not. Gosh, you can see them dancing around back there. And so we come back, and this guy's like, oh, you don't have to say anything. I can just tell by the look on your face. But yet, if we didn't do it, he'd be like, oh, you haven't done it yet. Whatever. We got the metal slime shield. That's the important part. And since Jace is the main character, my hero... oh, that sounded weird. He's the hero. He gets the better shield. It actually drops... oh, I don't care if it drops our charm. It drops our block chance by 1%. That's kind of annoying. But it also offers some protection against elements. I don't remember what the percentage on that is. If it's 15% or 18% or 5%. One of those three. I hope it's not the 5%. Well, I can check next time I load up the game, which will still be a few days because I'm still working on, you know, a lot of post-commentary. You guys know me, I don't like to get too far ahead, too much of a gap between the gameplay and the post-commentary, because then we get into a situation where I'm like, I had a whole bunch of stuff happen, but I don't remember what happened or what order or how to commentate on some of the stuff or some of the things that I wanted to mention. I did this in Final Fantasy XII. In fact, I played through, you know, part 1 through whatever it was, like 86 or something, all the way through the main story without doing any post-commentary. And I'm like, I'll just come back and do post-commentary. And so I beat the game, and then I go into post-commentary, and I'm starting from part 1, and I'm like, oh, this was a really long time ago. And I ended up taking these notes. I ended up having like 5 or 6 pages of notes for 86 parts, because I don't take very good notes. While I'm out here doing side questing, this is me thinking that, or past gameplay me thinking that I can do that salt one. I just have to go where, you know, we fought Avarith. No, that's not the case at all. We have to go to the Grotta dello Fonte. We're not going to go there now. I thought it was just one of those things where we didn't get the rock salt in this little cave hideout thing last time because we fought the boss here and we had the cutscenes. It was one of those things where you had to exit the cave and re-enter the cave, and I never re-entered the cave. So for the past several episodes, past gameplay me had it in my mind that what we had to do was just go back and re-enter the cave and we can get the special rock salt to do the side quest. No, that's not how that works at all, because that's not even the right location. So I'll do that some other time, because that's just to get 10 pieces of the mithril, hey, new enemies, of the mithril ore. And we don't have recipes to do that yet, so maybe once I get the recipes, I'll be more concerned about that. But right now, I'm more concerned about getting to Octagonia. However, we can't get to Octagon, and we have to deal with, you know, whatever's going on at the Dundersill Ruins. So we'll go ahead and deal with that, and then we'll go to Octagonia. I don't know if I need to... Yeah, it was terrible. Oh, he's got that... Dang. A nice critical hit there, Sylvando. He's got that mist or whatever that hurts his hit percent, his accuracy. Yeah, well, that didn't work. But all he did was bounce, which just, yeah, we're not going to cast spells on him.
We did it, darlings!
Yes, we did. Well, there's another new enemy. This one's on a horse, he's just a headless horseman. Not the headless honcho, though. And he kind of resists dark. Kind of figured that. I still think dark is going to be good, and I still think Rab is going to be better overall for damage output and for the rules I'm looking for. Oh, there we go. You're not surviving that.
The great Sylvando grows even greater.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, one thing I've been meaning to say about Sylvando. Well, a couple things. You're going to kind of notice here. I'm not really sure what skills to go for, because most of his passives are like just like passive boosts to charm and deafness, and I don't care too much about that stuff, I don't think. So I guess I just go for more whip skills, I guess. Yeah, okay. I was talking about Sylvando and the hustle dance being like, being really great because it's about a third of the MP of multi-heal, and it's about as strong as multi-heal, even a little bit stronger. And you might be thinking, oh wow, that's great. Well, Sylvando also has a lot less MP than, say, Serena or Rab. So having multi-heal for a third less of the cost might not really mean too much when we're comparing the two characters and the cost of Hustle Dance in proportion to their overall MP. This is a new dragon. This is a large lizard, that's what we're calling this thing. Something as big as imposing should have a better name than that. But we're not going to mess around. We've got Dragon Slash, we have... Yeah, I could probably be using a whip skill, but I don't care to do that. Let's, Zaball. Yeah, he kind of resists that. He gets double attacks. That's not good. Now this guy's actually going to be quite tough, as you'll see. So another thing I have to keep in mind, so when I'm comparing Sylvando with Serena, because that is ultimately what I'm going to be comparing against, to decide which one I want to use. Well, Sylvando has... Well, we haven't really seen it yet. Well, we know he has this stuff. He has some other nice support abilities. Couple things that heal statuses. He doesn't have really good single target healing, but I guess that doesn't really matter, because why would I use Heal More for 12 MP when I could use Hustle Dance for 12 MP and heal the same amount to everyone, instead of just whatever Heal More would heal. So I guess he doesn't really need single target healing. I mean, he has Reheal, but that's like Rab's Right as Rain, but only for one character, and not nearly as efficient on the MP cost. Yeah, I guess we have to go through here and go to the actual ruins, so that's where we'll go. So yeah, that's not going to be a factor in choosing, say, Sylvando over Serena, but what will be a factor is some of Sylvando's other supportive skills, such as Oomph and Oompful, which will increase a single party member's attack power, and we're going to be making use of that in some upcoming boss battles. And that's really what's going to be kind of the thing between Sylvando and Serena. And the other thing about Sylvando is, you know, I mentioned this wasn't here before, was it? I don't remember this being here before. Dracilian helms and Dracilian armor. Well, I guess we'll have to check that out. Oh, cutscene time.
Crivens. This place was in ruins the last time we came. But this is something else. Ah, it fair breaks my heart.
Oh, come on, it doesn't look that much worse.
Where was I? Ah, yes. It should be around here somewhere. Would you boys do me a favor and shift this little lot?
Well, don't just stand there, darling. If I'm getting my hands dirty, you are too.
Now, for a second there, I thought the Luminary wasn't going to have to do that and be like, oh, nope, not doing it.
Lord Robert?
To an underground passage that runs beneath the castle. It was meant to allow the royal family to flee should Dundrasil ever come under attack. Right. Let's get in there and see if we can find some clues to the identity of our restless knight, shall we?
Okay, then. Dundrasil ruins this place. It's fairly straightforward. In fact, it's going to be so straightforward, there's not even monsters down here. Yeah, so just so you know, I am kind of contemplating changing my final party structure since, you know, Hendrik and Sylvando is going to be performing really well coming up here. I'm kind of spoiling things, but we've used Sylvando in that battle against Jasper way long ago. We know he has the oomph ability. Another thing to consider, though, is
Such pain. Such despair.
yeah, we found him. Is Sylvando's Hustle Dance is an ability and not a spell, and that could be useful against enemies or bosses that use Fizzle to seal our spells away. So even if his spells get sealed away, he can still do his multi-heal ability. So that could be useful.
You took everything.
We're not the servants of
You
evil.
destroyed everything. You monsters. I will never forgive you.
He has a falcon blade.
Keen to have a wee chat with our friend here, but something tells me he's got other things in
I
mind.
wonder if we can win that from him. Yeah, we're fighting him, but he's just... Oh, he also has the magic shield that... Well, the one that Hendrik was wearing. But we just have normal battle music here, not boss music. This should be boss music, I feel. Even post-commentary me feels this way, because I know what's coming up in how this all unfolds. But I am certainly going to treat this as a boss fight, so we're going to get some passive buffs on here. And he's a knight, so we're going to go with Ka buff. Just call it a hunch. Oh boy. Ow. Alright, Sylvando. So, Oopful will increase our attack by 2 stages, or I believe like 50%, or it could be double, or... Dang, that is really nice damage output. So yeah, this is why I'm kind of considering Sylvando, because I do like his support usages in battle, as opposed to Serena. Serena has those hymns that can reduce certain elemental damages by 20%. But this attack boosting, that's going to be good. Of course, Serena also has Ka buff, which is not necessarily what I want Hendrik to be doing, and not really a reason I would use Hendrik over someone else. And yeah, Sylvando doesn't have that. He does have the Accelerate and Acceleratle. I guess we'll do that. I guess since he's resisting Zamo... Oh, Sap is a good idea. Well, then you're really going to take a lot of damage. I'm kind of disappointed by Sap. I'll be honest, Oomful, like, almost doubles our attack power, while Sap... That was even a critical Sap, wasn't it? Didn't, only ended up having us do like 30 more damage. Yeah, someone's over there enveloped in darkness. I guess Rab doesn't get to do a whole ton in this battle. Oh, his health is starting to get low. I guess Sylvando can also do, well, I mean, Serena could attack groups of enemies with her swoosh spell. Oh my. Ouch. So Serena could do that, but Sylvando can kind of do that damage output with whips and without using MP. So there's that. I don't think that's a huge enough difference to consider one over another. Hey, we finished him with the Spirit Bomb. But it's a thing to weigh into the decision when I decide if I'm going to use Sylvando or Serena. But I think the biggest difference maker is going to be how Serena comes back and what new panels will unlock on her board. Because I've kind of noticed that, you know, when we're getting these characters back, they're getting new panels or new abilities on their skill board.
But that's the old queen's name, which would make you...
The King of Dundrasil.
Erwin, last King of Dundrasil.
Huh. So you've been down here.
A great man, and a fine warrior too, as you've just witnessed. And... most importantly of all, your father.
Yeah.
I'm sorry the two of you had to meet like this.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been better circumstances, but,
Come on, laddie. Look at me.
he's still alive, right?
What in the...
Oh my goodness.
At last you
That is creepy.
Long have I waited for a kindly soul to free my restless knight from his misery.
That voice, who could that be?
The voice from the dream.
I'm guessing either Eleanor
You
or
are correct, of
the Seer.
course. Before you,
Because the Seer
years
didn't
ago,
really do much
king
last time
of
we met the
Tundra
Seer. Still
all
kind of
those
upset about that.
long years ago, on that darkest of days, he fought to the last. The light of justice sustained him, and he refused to yield to the darkness. But with time, that light has waned, and all that remains is the tortured soul you see before you.
Oh my.
Lost between light and dark, life and death.
Okay, so I guess the king isn't really alive. He's not really going to join us and fight against
Free
evil.
him from his nightmare.
Yeah, I guess that's what we gotta
Shine
do.
the light of hope into the darkness of his despair.
The voice. It's gone again. Who is she?
I'll think about it. It's either gotta be Eleanor or the Seer.
That'll have to wait. Erwin
I'm
here
betting
needs our
Eleanor.
help. But what are we supposed to do to help him?
Well, clearly, we have the Luminary go up and talk to him. Well, this doesn't seem good either.
Do I smell fresh meat? It's been a while. Years, in fact.
Well, aren't you creepy? These are getting creepier and creepier.
I'm to make you nice and miserable before I devour your tender torment. Watch and despair.
Well, we'll have to get tormented next time.